Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question of the night, is General Hospital too Carly-centric? Now, I've thought about this for a while, right? Even being a Carly fan myself, I've thought about this for a while. You look at yesterday and today's episode, and granted, you look at the episodes and stuff like that even before, and make sure that everything is all aboard. Let's see. I got it. Yeah, I mean, just even take a look at the two-part special with Bobby, right? Now, it's not to sit there and say that Carly was not important and they shouldn't have sat there and showcase Carly. But Lucas is also Bobby's son as well. You tell me you can sit there and put him in the story? I mean, Felicia, okay, fine. Felicia and Bobby knew each other for a while, but I mean, it was pretty much Carly at that point. Lucas came in there and said some nice things, but it was it was more focused on grieving Carly. You know? It was more on that. And there's been other instances as well. There's been times where they have shoehorned Carly and things um, in stories where it made little to no sense. Even with the whole Alexis thing. But yeah, so it just makes me wonder: has it been really Carly centric going on? Too much Carly. But being um, too Carly centric. Now we're gonna sit there and do a roll call, and we will start this live stream. As always, we do sit there and talk about all the shows in the hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, and Young and the Restless. So let's do roll call and get this started. LaShanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Black Man's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Spider Quick is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Ronnie Ron is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Johan is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Darby's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Me Cobb is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Queen Gorgeous Janet is in the chat. How you doing tonight? I'm dumbfounded with the entire show revolving around Hope and Thomas. Duan is in the chat. How you doing tonight? And LaShanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Yeah, that's right. Spikequake Ron is here. So, for somebody who normally is not a Carly fan and does not like Carly, um, Arisa, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Well, Janet, I am thrilled to have you here. So thank you. But for somebody who normally is more of a Nina fan and doesn't really like Carly that much, I'm surprised you're actually sticking up more for Carly in this one. Um, so that's interesting. And Ryan says they're talking about some effing event. I'm like, really? Your health is more important. That's true. Oh, okay. Queen of the South is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. Marsha, 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 Marsha. Duane is in the chat. Duane says Jason Morgan's going to be all about Carly when he comes back. Marsha says, I'm a Nina fan, but I like the memorial for Bobby. Well, of course, I got to sit there and check on the Queen, make sure the Queen is doing good. LaShanta says, I believe Liam brought Xander back. Such interesting theory. Liam was so out of pocket today. Liam was so out of pocket today. It wasn't even funny. I'm like, bro, first of all, he just walked in her place. Okay, he doesn't live there anymore. He just walked in and didn't no knocking, no nothing. Gwen, it is so good to see you. How you doing tonight? He just walked in our house and then started judging. Exactly. And then started judging her. I'm like, bro. Darby says, I never usually like Carly bit. I would be blind and crazy if I ignore Carly greatness on the show. Well, of course not. It's more about having balance. And yes, thank you, Black Mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Black Mind. Yes, make sure you do hit the like button. It really does actually help. Um, look, why is there no music? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna wait. Excuse me. Janice says no one uses locks. Apparently not. But even so, I would still be like, first of all, okay, so yeah, we got 10 likes so far. 10 likes, 26 people in the chat. So if you are enjoying the stream, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does help. Um, Marsha says Liam should go back to GHR. What? No, it was GH. It was GH Marsha. Freddie, how you doing tonight? But my whole thing is like, it's not something saying that the stuff shouldn't have been about. It's not something saying that Carly shouldn't have had her moment on the show. But I felt like Liam should have also had his moment as well. I mean, I felt like Lucas should have also had his moment as well. You know, really show because here's the thing: we haven't. Oh, of course, Marsha. Let's repeat because nobody ever locks the doors and just walks in. Yeah, I know, Ron. Like I said, it was still just out of pocket for Liam to just walk on in, judge Hope on her relationship. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people like Sally and Adam, Lashanta, but for me, I just it was cool for the fans of theirs. Just didn't really do anything for me. Oh yeah, ASAP. How was I Smith even talking about? Oh, I feel like there's times where the show is kind of heavily Carly-centric. You know, um, I mean, what the hell really wound up happening to Carly? She didn't go to jail. She lost the money and gained the business. Okay, Carly's the same chick that walked in a courtroom full of people and shot someone in the head, and she just got sent to Franklin. Come on, seriously? Marcia says, I understand what you're saying, Albert, Carly, Brooke, and Victor controls their soaps. Yes. And it's just about, Marcia, it's just about balance. And the thing is, Marcia, I'm speaking from a Carly fan and I can see it. Freddie says the way Esme was crying when Dante was locking her in jail gave me life. Yeah, Janet, I agree. She needs when you got Lauren Fenmore sitting up there covering for you, you know there's a problem. Because I know Lauren and Nikki don't even like each other. And Anthony, how is the number one YouTuber doing? By the way, so Iron Claw, my only problem was Ric Flair. Okay, that's not a relationship. What's your take? What's your take about Hope doesn't want Thomas as Susan? But I would sit there and say it's boring, Ryan. I would sit there and say it's irresponsible, knowing that he does have mental health issues, and she's using him, as you so eloquently put it, um, using him as a you know toy. Oh, no, in the show General Hospital, Marsha, there's a character named Carly. I don't know what her issue was with either Tony or somebody, but she came in the courtroom and she shot him in the head in front of a bunch of people. And she didn't serve any jail time. She went to the nut house. Okay. It is the Carly show. Yeah, she just shot him in open court. No jail time, no nothing, just She spent a couple, she went to the crazy house, you know. I don't want to say that. Well, she went to the place where people with mental health problems go that are very severe. Tracy's days, it used to be more Carly-centric. Now it's a little better. It's just more about balance. Well, I didn't know. Yeah, I mean, granted, this was before I started watching the show, Marsha, but like, Ron says, "What's your take on Roman trusting Harrison with this Lucas?" I think it'd be interesting, Ron. It give Lucas a really good story, so I'm with it. Dolly, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Lashanta says, "I can't believe Victor doesn't have any sympathy for Claire." Really? Because I can totally see that. I can totally see that. Victor, he has his. I can see that. But he said, "I agree what Ava did that sent Esme to jail, but I'm like, that's great. You're doing this for Trina, Josh, and Kim, but you shouldn't go." I said the exact same effing thing. Yeah, not just Morgan Spills. Yes. Yes. And the whole Connie thing as well. That's exactly what I said, Freddie. I was like, boo, you don't really have a lot of room to sit there and be judging, be sitting there really preaching about paying for your crimes. You know, you're not in that position. Oh, you're not exactly in that position. That's my whole thing. Oh, what's good, Gemini? Spike quick. No, he's talking about a show called The Bold and the Beautiful. Yeah, that's what the rinse and repeat is. Spotted Quake. It's about a show called The Bold and the Beautiful, which he does have a point to that. Gwen says, "I do think it's Carly overkill. I agree. Albert Balance is the way." Yeah, they've done balance on other shows, and yeah, they've kept their core characters to some extent. Like Days of Our Lives is a great example of how you can sit there and balance and rotate. Um, exactly, Gemini. That's exactly why I agree with Ron to an extent. That's why I said with Days of Our Lives is they know how to rotate. They know how to bring characters in and bring characters out. Um, are you in like Days today, Spider Quick? Marsha says Ava went to prison, got Avery taken away from her, and her face was disfigured. She paid and got hooked. Well, this is something that I can agree and disagree with you at the same time, Marsha, because yes, she got her comeuppance. Okay, she had bad things happen to her, right? So in that notion, did she get paid? Did she pay for her crimes by the universe? Yes. Did she pay for her crimes in the court system? Not really, you know. And I think that's what we're sitting there looking at. And as far as Universal goes, yes, she had a lot of bad stuff happen to her. Eh, if you say so, Spike Quick. Dolly said GH has actually improved, although they do push Carly a bit much. Yes. Gemini says I really like the first Carly, but Laura Wright is doing her thing. Yeah, and I love Laura Wright. You know what I noticed about Everett and Chad? They get along great whenever Stephanie is not mentioned. Whenever Stephanie is not there, they get along just fine. Gemini says GH is not Carly-centric because she doesn't make decisions behind the scenes. Okay, that's that's okay. that's not even. Mm. We gonna agree to disagree on that. And Gemini. Here's the thing. When I say that, Marsha says, "Who is Everett?" He's a new character on Days of Our Lives. Um, he was like the actor that played Everett also played another character. I don't find him that interesting, but I like the actor. But yeah, Marsha, he's a character on um, Days of Our Lives. Ron says, Albert, I'm effing tired of Alex getting involved in something that is not his concern. And didn't Teresa told him, yes, but I did feel like she was a little kind of out of pocket for that. I mean, Alex is only Smith they trying to help. So there was really no need for her to snap at him. Miss Bumblebee says, but I believe dumbass Spencer will have Trina convince Ava to drop the charges. Yeah, if anything, it'll be for Ace. Darby said Justin wasn't taking any of Alex's garbage today. Alex was showing his sides. I mean, yes, but I'm going to be honest. As arrogant as Alex was coming across, I did understand where he was coming from. He did feel like a better lawyer with a more aggressive approach might have got the job done better. Now, was he wrong? Yes, but I can see his train of thought. I can see his logic on that. So I can't really blame him too much on that. Dolly says, I think you made a really good point in your review about the lack of Lucas. Yeah, thank you, Dolly. Thank you. We haven't seen Lucas in a while, right? And granted, we don't know if he's not on the show because he doesn't want to, or because they don't want to. But I just feel like they could have had a little more balance in the show and not make it so much about Carly. I mean, granted, yes, Carly is grieving, and I get that. But Lucas is also grieving. And we haven't even really seen Lucas in so long. And for them to sit there and show Carly more than Lucas when they both lost their parent, lost their mother, I feel like there's a bit of imbalance there. You know? I don't know, Miss Bumblebee. I guess we just have to wait and see. Um, that's what they're saying. I don't know anything behind the scenes though. Marcia says, I hope Spencer does not do that. Trina dropped the charges before. And by the way, Spencer, I like Sabrina. Um, yeah, I have my own opinions about Sabrina, but I feel like the only reason why they did that the first time was for Ace. For them to drop the charges now would be kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay, cool. I gotta sit there and watch a review. But yeah, I would sit there and say, Marcia, it will be kind of stupid. Dolly says Alex is a jerk, but Justin is a really crappy lawyer. Justin once lost a custody case of Sammy, and she was representing herself. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, though. That's exactly why I was just like, I understood where Alex is coming from. Marsha says, I agree with you about Lucas and Carly. It is because Lucas does not live in Port Charles anymore. I mean, yeah. Um, they gotta do better. They gotta do better with this balance thing. You know. Ron says, Albert, did I miss something? Would Alex try to call his friend to take over the case? No, you didn't miss anything. He tried to call him to take over the case, and the guy was like, I can't do anything. Like everything that could be done is already done, But he tried. And again, for Teresa to sit there and snap, I can't do this whole Teresa thing. Like I really can't. Like it's just not working for me. Was Who's her family? Was she an only child? She talked about her father one time. I want to know more. Yeah, they brung it up they brung it up a couple years ago when she hooked up with what you call it at one point, Mac. The shelter says Nick surprised me not blowing up. Yeah, surprised me too. Debbie says you're correct, but Alex is showing why having money is nothing when you don't have any common sense to properly use that money correctly. I get it, but I can appreciate the effort. I can appreciate the effort on this one. Joanna says I look at characters like Lucas, Felix, Brett, and yeah, yeah, I can see the pattern there. I can see the pattern there. I mean, the one I did my video, well, I did the live stream yesterday, is Mariah and Tess needed. And then you look at Lucas, Felix, and Brad, and they're not on the show anymore. You know? And then Mariah and Tess, what's the point of them? And Noah, who the hell is Noah at this point? Alicia Justness knew Mickey Horton. Mickey was the lovable lawyer of town and his day too, but you knew you were going to jail if he represented you. Yeah, for him to sit there and get on this high horse talk about, oh, I will not be chastised, I will not be this, I will not be that. I'm like, bro, you don't have a good track record to really be sitting there commanding all this respect and all this, you know, like you might wanna kind of lower your tone. He took Nick's money and Chloe will have a fit. I mean, granted, I haven't watched the show as long as other people did when it comes to Days of Our Lives, but from what people sit there and say, that Justin isn't exactly really a great lawyer. And if you get beat by Sammy, you might as well sit there and give up your law license in general. I don't even understand how that man is allowed to even practice law at this point. And I'm being dead ass serious. That is a joke right there. I'm sorry, but it's like they're counting on Justin because he knows Kate. So effing what? So what? So what? Who cares? ZK, hey Albert, I enjoyed the memorial today, but I agree with the writers centered too much on Carly. Give Liz a good storyline. Yes. And that's the thing, ZK. Back in the day, it used to actually be apparently really bad. Now, I love General Hospital back in the day with the Bob Guza days, but it was the Carly, Sunny, and Jason show, and everyone else were just they weren't extras, but sometimes they kind of felt like they were extras, you know. And Carly was the type of woman that wanted it all. She wanted her best friend Jason, and she wanted her husband Sonny, and something I just to this day I will never understand how Sonny was so cool with Carly being that close to another man. I will never get that. LaShanta said, Albert, what his dad, he will be sorry. Hmm? What his, that, I don't get the sentence. Freddie says Laura's a punk when it comes to Esme. Laura's sitting there saying, oh, baby, I'm sorry with that crap. Well, my whole thing is Freddie, you know, she, she should have never told Esme to sit there and confess. That was stupid on her part, you know? That was dumb on her part. I know a lot of people don't like Esme. I get it. I understand that, right? Esme is that bad girl that came in and, for me, made the teen storylines a lot greater. Duane says it's been on B&B at PR something. What makes him think he knows better than the police? Well, Duane, when it comes to a soap opera police, saying, Jonathan, what's good, my friend? Billy says same. Always thought Sonny should have been salty about. Yeah, like that. No, 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 no. And Sonny's the type of person that wants to sit there and try to carry himself like he's an alpha male. That's not alpha male status right there, bro. Marsha says Esme is bad to the bone and she is dangerous. Yes, she is. She is bad to the bone and dangerous, and makes it fun for me. Jamila says I enjoy JC because I remember the first dream I had with mom after she passed away. I was so excited to see her go. Wow. Yeah, I was very I was very hesitant about watching today's episode, and Ron with his Sheila baby stuff. Ron says, Albert, how long is Deacon and Sheila out doing baby shopping? Well, I don't know. A woman that's in her mid 60s having a child to me just seems kind of funny. Um, well, Marsha, if there's a God, then I would sit there and say no. If God exists, Marsha, then I would sit there and say no. Or let's hope not. Um, Lashanta says Justin is Alex's dad. Oh, he will be sorry. Okay. Justin says I always found GH a whole throughout the years more sunny centric. Okay, I can see that as well. I can see that as well. Gwen says Laura will ask Robert for a favor to help Esme get a bond. Heaven helps if she teams up with Cyrus. Hmm. Marsha says Albert Sarah and the Bible had a baby in her 80s. Yeah. Hmm. How you doing tonight, Crystal? I mean, I am too, ZK, but I do understand he's not wrong though. That's the thing. ZK, I like Sunny, and I can see that. Freddie says I understand Laura is a sweet, generous person, but the world is not just filled with good people. You got to stick twisted. Hmm, I don't know all that, but um, nah, I mean, you have a point, Marsha. I'm just simply the same. Like, I don't think a woman in her 60s should be having a baby, Marsha, especially on a TV show. Because I'm pretty sure exactly, Dolly. Because I'm like the only person who wants that. The only person who wants that is Ron. Ron is the only person that wants. And Ron says, Darby says, let me explain it like this. If anyone in your life is like total scum and everyone knows it, but his mom, but everyone respects Laura is the mom in the story. And Ron says, and Albert, she better not use birth control. I'm sorry I had to point at y'all, but I really needed to make it very clear just how passionate Ron is about Sheila having a baby. She better not use birth control. Freddie says you can't change psychopaths. Well, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, Freddie. I mean, yes, now you couldn't, right? But that's not the case for everyone. But I guess I understand where you're coming from with that, Freddie. Because what she did to Trina and stuff. Johnson says, do you think Lucas will be able to help with the investigation? Um, if they want to keep him on the show, yes. But honestly, to tell you the truth, Jonathan, I don't think he's gonna. I think he was only on for 2 days. To be honest, Jonathan, I think he was literally on here just for the Bobby event. Well, that's true. Well, Marsha, yeah, but Sunday also has too many kids as well, and that's not the problem. Her being in her 60s is the problem. Billy says I will accept a Sheila pregnancy if we can get Dr. Ross crossover from days. If we can wake the dead, he can put it. Yeah, well, yeah. And Ron says, yes, Albert. Even Danny Bear and Nikisha agrees with me on this Sheila having a child. Well, there you go, people. There you go. My logic has been defeated. I'm outnumbered by Nikisha and Danny Bear, and I have to sit there and say this with a straight face. Johnson says, I mean, Lucas from Days with the whole. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Yes, definitely. Definitely, Jonathan. And honestly, to tell you, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. It'd be cool to actually have him get more story and everything. Marsha says, why come everyone wants Sheila to have a baby? Marsha, not everyone wants Sheila to have a baby. It's literally just Ron. Yeah, exactly, Gwen. He only came back for the funeral. And Double C has been a member for 5 effing months. Thank you, Double C. What's up, chat? Sonny has us. Yeah. How many kids do you have? 7, 6. How many kids does he have? And yes, I do count Michael as his child. Rovi says when Sonny was introduced, he was potentially a semi scumbag, but a few good people like Laura saw good in him, and the rest is history. Hmm. I don't know, Spider Quake. Maybe. We'll see. We shall see. And thank you again, Double C, for being a member for 5 months. I really do appreciate you and your support. It means a lot. See, now you get the joke, Marsha. Now you get the joke. See, once you get the joke, then you're in the know every time that Ron says something like that. Trevor says, "I wonder how they're going to play Jason's storyline when he." Oh, I'm very interested in that. Duan says, "What if Carly had another baby?" I think it would be absurd. Well, Miss Bumblebee, Nicholas Chavez is actually going to be leaving the show for a little bit to do another show. He's going to be on a Netflix show, so the actor's leaving for a little bit. Freddie says the only reason Esme was compassionate because she didn't know who she was. Now, since she's back to herself, all she would do is continue scheming to get what she wants. Well, we do need a schemer. Darby says, "Abby, did you?" Yes, I did. It was okay. It was okay, Darby. It's funny. I feel like I may want to do a review on the whole season because it's only 5 episodes. But I'll put it this way, Darby, because actually I think I'm on episode 4. I don't know if I would sit there and really recommend that show to anyone. That's the thing, Darby. I wouldn't. The fight scenes are cool, but I don't know. I don't know if I would sit there and recommend that show to anyone. Johnson says, "Do you think that Alex was out of pocket?" Say, no, I don't. I actually tell you the truth, I thought Teresa was kind of out of pocket because at least he did try. Darby, I was up kind of late, so I was like, eh, let's just kind of just run, and they're not that long too. But yeah, no, Jonathan. At least he actually did try to. At least he did try to help, though. At least Alex did try to help. He felt like Justin wasn't a good enough lawyer. So he was like, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna hire the best." Ron says, "So, Albert, if when Deacon and Cheryl announced their engagement to everyone, and especially a child, I would like to see everyone's reaction, especially Brooke." uh, but that's the thing. This Bumblebee is because the actor is leaving to do season 2 of some crime drama. So, and they're not going to sit there and replace him with somebody else. Thank you. Thank you, Gwen. Yes, Gwen says the guy who plays Spencer is going to play one of the Menendez brothers. So he's not going to be on the show for a while. And that's if he actually comes back. Gemini, that's a damn good question. That was annoying. That's all I know. That was annoying. Justin, Nikki once again, yep. She fell right off the way. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel bad for Nikki. As far as the alcoholism, I do feel bad for her. And as much as I don't like Nikki, you know, Johnson says, "Who do you think will be the Salem's D after EJ gets fired?" Damn. Oh, maybe if they get a new bell. Maybe if they get a new bell. I mean, it's damn sure not going to be Justin. We know that much. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, it's good for the actor, Gwen. So, but we don't know when he's going to be back or anything like that. They're not going to replace him. Esme. But yeah, yeah. We'll see what happens. That's the thing, Gwen. If he's young right now, he's in the spotlight. I just don't know if he would actually want to come back. That's the thing, Gwen. If he would want to come back, time will tell. Marsha says Spencer is treating so many. Esme went with Spencer's dad. Sure. Ron says, Albert, I'm hoping that Roman becomes the new D after AJ is terminated because he doesn't suit that. You know, maybe. I mean, I don't know if he has a law. I don't know if he has a law degree. I mean, the dude's. I mean, I know he was a cop and everything like that. He was a commissioner, but the dude became a bartender, though. Johnson says if Bell becomes new DA, it would be a good way for her to kind of stick it to EJ. Yes, I can see that. I can see that. Gemini says Esme was only messing with Spencer because Ryan told her to. Yes, that's very true, Marsha. But that's because the actress is leaving. The actress wants to leave. So if they recast, they might be in business. If they get another one, if they get another actress, Marsha. Gemini says Rome needs to stay retired. I love when this phone takes like 30 goddamn minutes. There we go. Yes, that's right, Marsha. EJ is the DA because Paulina's kind of an idiot. That lady, Esme still has one more trick for everyone to watch. Everyone watch. Yeah, I believe that, cat lady. Gwen says exactly how he might be moving on to bigger things, especially if that movie gets great. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll be happy for. Well. I don't want to say this. I'll be happy for the actor, but good for him. I have my own issues with Nicholas Chavez, but Ron says I know you agree with Rome when he told Harris that what you have to say to. Well, I mean, well, yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree with that, Ron. And Duan says Spencer and Esme are endgame. Marsha says I heard Spencer wants to do movies. Yeah, that's That's good for him. If you can get in the right movies, that's the thing. If he can get in the right movies, good for him. Because sometimes the thing is, Marsha, I've seen some of these soap actors get into some of these like low budget movies that no one's ever heard of, and if you can get into the right movies, that's the thing, Marsha. There's so many movies that's produced. You have to get into the right movie. That's the thing. Mrs. Bumblebee said, "Who still holds Spencer heart more regardless, Nicholas or Trina?" Miss Bumblebee said, "That's rude." What's rude? I doubt that, cat lady. They're most like they're not gonna recast him. And Miss Bumblebee said that's rude. What's rude? I don't get what was the rude part. Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm not exactly a fan of Nicholas Chavez, but Marsha says the guy who played and created Franco is in the movies. Yes, very true. That's right, James Franco. Yeah, exactly, Fred. Because that's the thing when you're in a hospital and you're dealing with a family member, emotions and everything like that run high. You say things that you don't necessarily mean because out of stress and fear. So, but you know what? I am curious of Freddie. What are they going to do with that relationship? Because we know Marshall or Hat Daddy and Stella is going to be a thing. They're going to be a thing. They're going. What the? They're going to be a thing. There we go. They're going to be a thing. And I didn't have one ounce of these effing noodles. And Crystal says Trainer holds his heart. Yeah, I believe that. No, that fizzled out, Marsha. I think she said that she gave that up to come back to help the family. Yes, she said she came back to help the family. Johnson says James Franco has been in movies long before he played Franco on GH. He was listed as a special. Yes, very true. Yeah, I mean, hell, he played the Green Goblin. So yeah, he was in movies way before that. But I did like Miss Franco though. I did like James Franco as Franco. Doggy says, think Jason Bateman, he was never a lead actor, but he came from TV into movies as the best friend long enough that his face was integrated into people's minds until he got the recognition of top star. Yes, I agree with that. I feel like that could be on the horizon, Duan. I don't know if it's going to be the same though. That's the thing. I don't, even if she finds somebody else, I don't think it's ever going to be the popularity that him and Nicholas Chavez had. Crystal says, have you ever met Narc? You mean Nicholas Chavez? No, but the stuff I heard, it ain't good. It just, it rubs me the wrong way. Here's the thing, I don't wish any evil on him, okay? Freddie said Tiger might as well be dead. No one checking on him. Yeah, the dude was not there walking around drunk and everything like that. People forgot about him. No one, is that, and that's true. Where's Tiger? Where the hell is Tiger at? And it's funny too because James is like, he's probably under a bridge somewhere drinking. Yes, I remember that. He was actually in a couple episodes before they killed him off. I do remember that. Do I? Actually, tell you the truth, it was kind of more of a head scratching thing. I was like, "Hey, I know you." ZK said Taggart has fell off the face of the earth. It's a shame. Exactly. No one checks on that man. That's right, doing Harry Osborn, the Green Goblin. Yeah, ZK. No one checks on that man anymore. Johnson says, I remember that Valentine was originally going to be introduced around the time Franco came in, and another actor was originally cast in the role, but decided to focus on the Franco storyline. Hmm. Well, let's hope so, Cat Lady. Although I think that he's probably under a bridge drinking somewhere. Probably under probably under a bridge drinking. Freddie says, and Ms. Wu's going just like that, just like that. Darby says if we keep waiting this long for Everett and Jaden to meet, we aren't going to care. Exactly. That's very true, Darby. The fact that they haven't met yet is just a joke. Yes, that's actually that's another thing too, Marsha. I don't know if it actually came back. I know he was doing fine at one point, and I know that they don't probably want to do the story. I know they probably don't want to do the story. Um, they probably don't want to do the story without him. I get that, Crystal, but here's the thing, though. People can always, I'll tell you, I'll say this much. People can always appear nice on screen. Okay. I mean, hell, I can sit there and appear nice on screen. Be a total asshole in real life, though. Right? I can come on here, be nice, laughing, joking, all that other stuff. And then when I sit there and hit the end stream button, I could be an asshole. I'm not, but I'm just saying. Um, People always do have, people can actually have duality kind of, you act one way and you do something else outside. Joanna says, Albert, you swore an oath never to repeat anything about, well, yeah, that's actually very true. I didn't sit there and say what that was, though. I didn't sit there and say the stuff it was, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not a fan of his. And that's actually very true. I mean, Dewan, I didn't actually say anything about it. I'm just saying that from what I heard, it rubs me the wrong way. I didn't sit there and say from where I heard it from. So Darby says, and the guy who plays his partner Mac is off camera to cover. Yes, I think his name is John York. I think. I didn't actually get that impression, Freddie. But to be fair, I don't see a lot of scenes between Kevin and Esme either. I mean, Johnson says someone speculated that Everett might have a twin brother. Oh, that'd be interesting. Oh yeah, John J. York. Okay, thank you, Darby. Um, just to face expressions. Okay. Well, I would have to, I would definitely like to sit there and see some more scenes between those two because I feel like that's something that's definitely missing too. Miss Bumblebee says Everett could be a resurrected Nick Fallon in disguise. I mean, that would be crazy. But I wouldn't put it past Days either, so I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. I guess we have to wait and see for that. I think Kevin. should help his niece. He's a doctor, Marsha says. I mean, we got to see some, it'd be nice to sit there and see some scenes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ron says, Albert, you say that you don't know Tabitha, but how did you know that she had a baby in Dora, but you didn't? Ron, you told me that. You told me that like 2 weeks ago. That's how I know. I didn't watch the show, but you told me that. So that's how I know, Ron, because I wouldn't have known unless you told me. I mean, you were there. You don't remember you telling me that? Do I need to start drinking or something? I'm pretty sure you told me that. Okay. I'm trying to get you your comment, but Miss Bumblebee says, does anyone remember Chad and Whitney? Freddie says, I felt like Lucas didn't get a lot of shine at Bobby's funeral. It was all focused on Carly. I understood that was her mom. So was his. Exactly, Freddie. That's exactly why I asked the question. Is it too Carly centric? Exactly why I asked the question. Because you have a point, Freddie. Darby says, yeah, but he couldn't have a long lost twin brother who dated Jada when she was a rookie. Well, Darby, I would sit there and normally say no, but it is days, so let's put it this way. I wouldn't put it past him to do some ish like that. Gwen says, I'm trying to get used to the Nick Castle, but I prefer the other guy who played him. Yeah, Adam Huss, I think that's his name. Has retired. I doubt that, Juan. He's been on the show way too long. And, when he comes in for a little bit, he does some scenes, then he leaves. They haven't really put him in like a major storyline for like maybe 2 years when they switched him out. So if you haven't had any interactions with them, now Crystal says, so if you never had any interactions with him, so how do you know whatever you heard about him is true? I don't. But the stuff that I heard about him rubs me the wrong way. So here's the thing, Crystal. I'm not sitting there saying that this guy is a scumbag or anything like that. But the stuff that I heard about him, I don't like. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know. But sometimes, Crystal, the thing is, some people could just rub you the wrong way. And I don't wish any ill will towards him, but I'm not a super fan of him either. And even the stuff that I heard about him is not like the worst thing in the world, but it doesn't vote well for me, is what I'm saying. So I don't hate the guy. I'm not exactly a huge fan based off of what I heard. I'm more of a middle ground sort of thing, if that makes sense, Crystal. What's good, Big Nate? And how you doing, Gwen? Ryan says, I didn't, Albert. I was saying that Sheila can have a child, and Tabitha was much older, and she had a baby named Ryan. You just told me that again. That's the same sentence that you told me about 2 weeks ago. Um, that's how I know that, Ryan. You told me that 2 weeks ago. Carly said, yeah, sure is too much Carly, and she's my girl, but dang, Lucas didn't get it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly, Carly. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, Krista, you didn't exactly really prove too much of anything. I mean, I'm still gonna have my feelings about him, which is very neutral. I'm not a super fan. Here's the thing, Krista. I was never a super fan of his before I heard the stuff I heard, but I never hated him either. I feel the exact way before I heard whatever information I heard that I do after. Nothing's changed. That's the thing, though, Crystal. If you like him, that's cool. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to like him just because you like him. Um, but I don't dislike him either. I'm just like, stuff I heard just rubbed me the wrong way. That's what I'm saying, Crystal. But if you like him, that's cool. Yeah, no, I'm sorry to hear that, Gwen. I am. Miss Bumblebee says, "I wish your take on Tatiana." Um, she seemed like a very talented actress. I give her a lot of props because she gets a lot of flack online, and she still goes into her job and does it every single day. So I give her props, and I like her as an actress. I feel personally, I kind of like the Trina character a lot better since she took the role. So that's how I feel about her, Miss Bumblebee. Well, Gwen, like I said, if there's a God, then I'm pretty sure that Gwen is not actually having a child. But yeah, like I said, Krista, if you like him, that's cool. Ron says, so Albert, who is Stephanie going to be with since Chad isn't interested in her and she's done with men that she's not done with men, Ron. I would say something, but I'm pretty sure what I'm thinking is going to piss off 90% of the women in this chat. So, but let's just put it this way, Ron. She's not done with men. Derby says, wasn't Kevin responsible for keeping Ryan survival hidden and all the trouble Ryan caused? After that, wasn't Kevin held responsible partly for their? I don't know. Miss Mum says, I feel Tabia is your favorite. No, she's not my favorite. No, I think she seems like a chill person, and I respect her work ethic. I respect the work ethic, and like I said, for me, she made the Trina character a lot more interesting. So, yeah, exactly. And good evening to you, Marsha. Or is that good night? I don't like. But yeah, Freddie, that's why I couldn't watch the first one. I wasn't even too sure if I was able to, if I wasn't even too sure if I was going to watch the second part. Johnson says they should bring Dario back and pair him with Stephanie. Hmm. I mean, it'd be cool to actually have this character back. I'm not a huge fan of Stephanie, but if Dario can make him more interesting, then I'm cool with that. Duan says, Albert, who's your favorite actor in General Hospital? Um, Maurice Bernard. I agree, Nate. But again, I felt like they made it a lot about Carly a little bit too much. Oh, okay, have a good evening, Marsha. It was really great to see you again. Miss Bumblebee compared to Spencer. I don't get it. I mean, Miss Bumblebee, I think he's a good actor. You know, he comes in, he does his job, so I think he's a good actor. Miss Bumblebee. But do I no do I would sit there and say Private Maurice Bernard. Yeah, Gwen, trust me, you're not alone. You're not. I think it's a train wreck, but I'm gonna enjoy it. Ron says, but Albert, those were her words that she's done with men, but she's hanging out with Everett. Ron, people say that when they're hurt. They swear off of men. Um, Usually guys don't say that, but not to sit there and try to stereotype or anything like that, but people say that when they're hurt. They don't mean it, Ron. So just because he says it doesn't mean that she means it. But yeah, it was good to see you again, Marsha. Absolutely. Absolutely, Freddie. My dude Jason Morgan is coming back. I am very happy about that. Gwen says, I don't think that's going to turn out good. I think Christina's going to want to keep the baby. Well, yes, I pretty sure most people would agree with that. That's what I'm here for, though. I'm here for the train wreck. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. One says Finn is an idiot, and I, assuming you mean Bo and the Beautiful Finn, right? Yeah, Gwen, it's gonna be a very lovely train wreck. Yeah, she seemed like a cool lady, Crystal. Marsha says, please hit the thumb up for Albert. I'm heading out. Thank you, Marsha. Thank you so much. Marsha, it was really great to see you again. I have no idea where we are with the likes, but also if you're not a member, make sure you become a member. Um, have some really exciting ideas I'm going to be working on for being a member. This year is going to be great. It's going to be really great. So if you're not one, hit it independent. I've been forgetting to actually promote about the membership thing, which I really should be doing more of that. Yes, definitely become a member by hitting the comment in the link in the pin comment. No, but so you know who they're probably going to sit there and want to pair her with. You know who they're going to want to pair in Jason with. Exactly. Exactly, Gwen. We there for the train wreck, baby. We're there for the train wreck. Ron says, Albert, let's get something straight. If and when Stephanie ever get together, so what will Jada do? She's gonna be jealous of them. She calls him Bobby. I don't remember her. I must have missed that part, Ron. I don't remember her calling him Bobby. I don't know. Maybe she will get jealous. I mean, I'm not looking forward to that stupid love triangle. So, Duan, why is Finn an idiot? That's right, Gwen. I'm there for the train wreck. No, no, I said why is he an idiot? Dave says, what do you mean by Carly is too centric? That means that a lot of the stories revolve around Carly more than other characters. Like this whole, Bobby's death thing. They focused it more on Carly than on Lucas. And Lucas was Bobby's child as well. But yet they didn't really sit there and have a lot of scenes with Lucas and talk about his grief and everything like that. They mostly spent it on Carly. That's what I mean, Dave. Yeah, Dara, I know you're just kidding about that one. Monique, hey everyone, sorry I'm late. Just watched the first episode. Echo. What you thought of it, Monique? I think I'm on episode 4, so I'm very curious of your thoughts. By the way, if I do want to do a review on the season, it may have some spoilers. So if you didn't watch it, don't watch my review. If I decide to do one. Well, yeah, Monique, let me know what you thought of the first. I know some people didn't watch it, so you don't have to spoil it, but let me know if you enjoyed it or if you didn't enjoy it. Okay, good. That's good. Chase said, "Does anyone believe that Chase and Brooklyn will get married?" Hmm. I think if they do, it's only going to be because of what you call it. Well, I mean, I was trying to keep it a spoiler-free thing for people, Spider Quake. Yeah, exactly, Darby. Ron said Eric can only be one. He can't have both of them, meaning his cake and eat it too. He's going to be caught up in the middle, like most men usually are. Well, because some people actually do like him. Wait, Spike, like you didn't actually watch it? No, and I'm being Spike. Like, did you actually watch it though, or well, ZK? I feel like I said, I feel like if they do, it's going to be because of Gregory. Monique says, "I just wish Lucas had a point of view." Exactly. That's why we're asking the question. That's exactly why I asked that question, Monique. But Crystal, like I said, there's people that do like the Jason character, so there's a reason for the fuss and more for the actor too. Oh, okay, Spider Quick. Okay. Well, I don't know what to sit there and say. CK says I was way older than Jason. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing him. Yeah, that's what I said. It's like some people, and it's also the actor. Yeah, Darby, exactly. Because usually at that time, people have more time to sit there and watch it. It's only 5 episodes, so I'm like, especially if people didn't watch the first episode. Juan says believing a stranger instead of people he actually knows, like Ben's wife, it's like he trusts Zende more than Steffi. Hmm. Well, I can agree and disagree with you on that. My thing is that he's being more he's being super protective over a woman that isn't his wife, and that's the issue that I have. God damn it. Nobody says I'm only on the first. Yeah, but that's what I was just saying. Like, we can probably talk about the first. It's usually cool to sit there and talk about the first episode, Darby, because I feel like you know, um, people have had to watch at least the first episode. She too good looking, don't have a man. I don't know, Ron. Lucas and Melinda? I don't know. I don't know, Ron. I mean, like I said, Crystal, some people is not really, some people don't really care for him or don't really find it that big of a deal. But I think it's more of the fact that, Crystal, when he got fired, um, and he's coming back, the way he got fired, the way he handled himself, um, so him coming back is a big deal for a lot of people, just on that alone. Monique says, why wasn't Christina there? She didn't have any relationship with Bobby. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I didn't even watch the first episode. But like I said, I get it, Crystal. But, some people, they're happy for him to come back. I'm one of them. And Freddie says it's ridiculous at this point. Just reveal Cody as Mac's son, so we got through with the Nina. But here's the thing, Freddie. It's a little bit different, right? Because Freddie, let's sit there and say that they reveal that Cody is Mac's son. The actor isn't on the show anymore. The actor isn't on the show right now. So it's not as much as a big impact if he was on the show. If he was on the show, I'd be like, oh man, I'd be crazy, I'd be dope or whatever. But he's not there. So if they reveal it now, it's not going to have that much of a high impact. That's the issue, and it's unfortunate. But the actor is going through treatment and stuff, so it just like the timing sucks is what it really comes down to. It's unfortunate. Yeah, Ron, I'm not normally a fan of standalone episodes. I did enjoy the Sharon stuff. Um, to some extent, I did actually enjoy it. So it's just kind of a shame that they went through a whole episode just for her to break up with Chance. That was the whole thing, a whole hour just for a breakup that didn't last longer than 5 minutes. Johnson says Sunny is going to be upset about something tomorrow. Well, to be fair, Jonathan, when is Sunny not upset about something? When is Sunny not upset about something? Who trades and a 10 for a 4? Oof, I don't know about a 4, Joanne. Definitely not. Hope is definitely not a 4. I mean, Steffi is a 10, yes, but I don't. Four is kind of a low number. But if that's what you believe, that's fine. So it says, I just saw the interaction with Carly and Felicia from GH today, and I actually kind of liked it. I like when they mixed up the characters interactions on GH. Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. I would sit there and say it was definitely interesting, and I did like the fact that Felicia kept that same energy. Carly was like, I wonder why we never hung out before. And Felicia didn't even look at Carly, but I already knew that Felicia was like, you screwed over my best friend's life when you came into town and you did a wrecking ball to her life. That's why we never hung out before. But I just didn't like the fact that she said she was embarrassed by that because there's nothing to be embarrassed by. Like you have resentment. That's human. Krista said John York is not coming back. I heard. Oh, well, that's not true. Um, but I do wish the actor the best. Regardless if he comes back or not. But that part I can agree. Them mixing up the characters because they don't show them. Okay, so this something else that bothered me, and I didn't say this in my review today, but I'm gonna say it here. Why are they saying that they're trying to revive history like Maxie and Carly were so close? The only time that I remember seeing Maxie and Carly together interactions was when Maxie was not there planning Carly's wedding. Whenever we were trying to revive it, like, oh, Carly was so, but Carly was always there for Maxie, or Carly and Maxie was so close. No, they weren't. What? People said that Carly threw that in Felicia's face. Now, I don't know if I agree or disagree with that so much, but I felt like that was more trying to revive history. Unless she was actually close, unless Maxie was actually really close to Maxie. I mean, unless Carly was actually close to Maxie, um, before the year 2000 or 1998 when I started watching it, but I never remember them being that close. So I don't understand why isn't it they're trying to revive history like that, like as a way for them to be on equal footing so they can sit there and find peace. No. And again, this is where we get into the is this the Carly show? Well, to be fair, um, I don't remember who in the chat said that they do show Sunny a little bit more. Now, Dolia says, I think they're trying to use the Lulu connection. Maybe. But you see what I'm saying, though, Dolly, right? Like, it just seems like they're trying to revive history. I'm like, that's not. Trina would not put up with that. Yes, and I would never. I mean, yeah, it would. It'd be very interesting. I'll say that much, Freddie. Exactly. When I was like, I don't remember them being that close. Like, what are you talking about? And see, that's the thing, Gwen. Whenever you sit there and try to revive history for the people that have been watching it for a long time, we could sit there and look at that and be like, no, no, like what are you talking about? No, they were not. Now, Darby says it would be funny if Mac died on screen. Cody finally revealed he's Mac's son, and Maxie tells him, "Who cares?" And that Mac would have loved that news when he was alive. Yeah, I can. Oof. I don't know if funny I would sit there and use, but yeah. Um, exactly, ZK. I'm like, let's not do this. Let's not sit there and start trying to revive history. And that's the thing. That's the thing, ZK. Especially when we watched it, we could sit there and look at the writers and be like, no, 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 we're not doing that. Well, Lorby, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining. I mean, yeah, Darby, if you have a like dark sense of humor, then like sure. Um, no, Lorby, it's good to see you. How you doing today? Monique says, I think Sunny wants Dex to do something for him that he can't handle or do. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Um, yeah, that'll be interesting. I'll sit there and say. It seems tomorrow they're getting back into because I know the special was going to be for like 2 days and stuff. So it seems like they're getting back into the regular main stories again, right? Lopez says doing okay. Annoyed they were breaking tiles. Oh yeah, damn, Lorby, when is that whole project thing going to be over? I know they've been doing like they've been working on your plate for a while. That was he said Carly been on every day since Monday. Like I said, Carly-centric. Freddie says Sonny looked like a deer in headlights when Dante was arresting him for beating the hell out of. Exactly, like he couldn't remember. Freddie, like, I mean, was he drinking the night before? And was Maurice Bernard okay? Because he sounded like he had like this raspy voice, like he was sick or something. Lorby says a few more days, hopefully. Yeah, that sounds like a pain in the ass, Lorby. It really does. Um, yeah, it sounds like a pain in the ass. But what do I feel like I'm gonna regret reading this? What do I feel like I'm gonna regret reading this? Okay. Darby says when people die, people want to say how nice that person was, not how much of a jerk he really was. Let's keep that same energy. Be honest how you feel. It's okay. To some extent, I think what it really comes down to is Darby is that people always sit there and say that you shouldn't talk bad about the dead because they can't speak, they can't defend themselves, right? So if you sit there and say a bunch of nasty, mean things about them, they can't say anything because, well, they're dead. So, but I do understand that to some extent, Darby. Like, if you didn't like somebody in life, why should you sit there and pretend that you like them when they're not there, when they're dead? Darby says the contract was for 10 days, not counting weekends. I didn't count how many days of work they already did. Damn. Lorby, I would be pissed. Not just because I do reviews, but I would just be pissed in general. See, back in the day, Lorby, when I used to sit there and watch this when I was in high school, and sometimes my friends would come over. When they came over and it was 3 o'clock, I'm like, bro, it's 3:20. I'm getting into the good stuff. Y'all gonna have to sit there and be quiet till 4 o'clock. I made sure whoever came in my house, um, they were gonna keep it down, especially during GH time. Yeah, Lobby. Hopefully next time. It'd be nice to sit there and see Marsha again. Yeah, I agree, Freddie. Too bad Jocelyn's not. Too bad Eden McCoy is not, you know, on canvas right now. Crystal, I guess time will tell. I feel like he might. I feel like he might, Crystal, for Ace's sake. Because here's the thing, and I know you're not going to want to hear this, but I need to say this anyway. He's going to sit there and think about his brother and think about, oh, I could have said something. I could have did this, but I chose not to. And my brother's going to be mad at me, or he's going to feel hurt that I didn't do anything to help out his mother. And I feel like that's just going to make him help Esme, not for her, but for Ace. He's going to do it for Ace. Oh well, I mean, yeah, no, Freddie, yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, family comes first. So yeah, exactly. I totally understand that too, Freddie. I'm just saying, like, Freddie, when it comes towards Eden McCoy and her emotions, how she plays it on shows, she kills it. What we say, I guess. So you've been talking about the yeah, um, but Laura B, she was here for a little bit. We had a great talk and stuff like that, and it was good to see her again. And I feel like she may probably be here a little bit more because I think this is the last day of the Bobby special. Nobody says I'm not saying anything mean about a dead person. That could be a person who you knew your whole life and you were long life enemies, and that was your relationship, your most important relationship. That I don't get. I don't that now you kind of lost me. Up until that point, you kind of lost me. This could be a person who you knew your whole life and you're lifelong enemies, and that was your relationship, your most important relationship. I don't get it. That's right, Jonathan. But that's the thing. That's another reason why I didn't watch yesterday's episode. Okay, because I saw other soap opera commentators like James. He did a video and he was sad. I saw Dion's corner, GH Envy, during his live stream. I gave him his live stream for like maybe 2 minutes or less, and I like Dion. That's my guy and everything like that. But I felt like his live stream was a funeral. And I get every person does their live streams a little bit differently, but like it just seems super depressing to actually be there. So like personally, I was like, yeah, I can't be here. I didn't say anything or anything like that. I just kind of came in for a little bit and I felt the vibe and I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Um, so I knew me doing a review yesterday. Oh yeah, Cheyenne. I was having a nice DK. Yeah, Cheyenne. I saw that. So I'm gonna take a look at it. Okay, Cheyenne, I'll probably watch it afterwards. No, I mean I can't do that right now, Cheyenne. I'm actually doing a live stream right here, but I'll watch it afterwards, though. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream right now, but have fun. I'll watch it afterwards and see how it is. But that's what I'm saying, though, Crystal. Um, he's gonna do it for Ace. So, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a major backlash and stuff like that. Darby says connection, Albert as a twist, as a sound. Lucy, Bobby, and Tracy all hated each other for decades, but yesterday Lucy Tracy called it true for Bobby's sake. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like I said, I didn't watch it, but I saw the previews and I watched a snippet of Yeah, I mean, Krista, that's the thing. Our emotions are different when we watch shows. It wasn't sad for you, and that's great. But for me, I felt like it was sad, and it wasn't something that I felt that I want to sit there and watch. We handle and how we perceive things are different. So, I mean, that's cool for you. That's good. Yeah, Freddie. I was surprised she actually came. I was surprised she actually came in at all. I mean, I do think that maybe. Well, I didn't watch it, but I think it would have probably been a little bit fitting for her to actually be at the funeral. But again, you know, yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. Gwen, like I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it. I was not going to sit there and put myself in that headspace. I was absolutely 100% not going to do that to myself. Um, that's what I said when I went in Dion's Corners live stream. It was like a funeral, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. No, Justice, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you pronounce it Sharu Yan. Oh, Sharunyan, Sharunyan. Why the hell is it you never actually corrected me then? I'm surprised. Here's the thing. I've been calling him Cheyenne for a hot minute, and I've been messing up his name every single goddamn time. Sharuyan, right? Sharuyan. But thank you, Jonathan. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I think you might actually be right, Sharuyan. I don't know why he would actually invite me to a live stream if I'm already doing one right now. I don't like. I'm inviting you to my live stream. You not see what I'm doing? Like, what the fuck? Uh, yeah, that's what I said, Lord B. I can, and thank you again, Jonathan. Jonathan's my guy. I appreciate you. Sharuyan. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm gonna have to sit there. I'm gonna have to go on Google to sit there and look it up. Yeah, I just like I said, I couldn't do it. You know, I was not gonna put myself in that headspace. Yes, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. But yeah, I was like for those 2 episodes, I was like, yo, y'all can go to Brock TV to sit there and watch yesterday's episode because I was not gonna do that. Nope. Oh, it is. Okay, so that is actually how you pronounce this. It's Sharuyan. Right. Oh, Sharuyan. Damn. It's a hard ass name to pronounce. When he says it like that, it's actually a lot. Okay. Allegiance. May have to call you Allegiance. Oh, cool. Thank you, Jonathan. Sharuyan. But yes, I will sit there and watch your video. Well, that's cool, Crystal. That's a good way of looking at it. That's a very positive way of looking at it. Yeah, Sharuyan. I will sit there and look at your collab um after I'm done with mines. I actually did. Oh my lord. It's taking like forever to do anything. That's actually how my voice sounds. Jesus Christ. They actually listen to me. Yeah, I will definitely take a look at that a little bit later on. There we go. Like I heard my voice for like a good 30 something seconds. It was like, Jesus Christ. How the hell do y'all listen to me? But yes. I don't think we actually even talked about Y&R. I don't even remember us actually talking about Y&R. Did anyone actually watch Y&R today? Talked about Days, B&B, and GH. I don't know. I don't remember if anyone actually talked about Y&R though. Freddie says when the doctor said the curves only 3 people made it through surgery out of 25, I was like, nah. He was like, nah, thanks, I'm going home. They said that's a hard name to pronounce, Jonathan. Why can't we all just call him Steph? I'm gonna call him Allegiance. I mean, Sharuyan. Yeah, I may just call you Allegiance. Just as yes, it looks like Adam and Sally are back together. Yeah. Yeah, we did kind of talk about that. Nick didn't like flip out or anything like that, so that's cool. Yeah, that's cool, Lorby. I'm glad you actually watched it. Queen Becky D is in the chat. How you doing tonight? But I don't know. Like I said, for me, I don't like Derby says and keep it moving. Freddie says I'm sure Aubrey would only three like I'm sure Aubrey only 3 likes. Come on. I'm sure Albert would. I'm sure would Albert only 3 likes. Come on. I don't. I don't get it. I'm lost. I'm confused. Now Johnson says I just realized none of Victor's kids on YNR are currently married. No, no, they're not. Nope. Remember we talked yesterday, and people were. Freddie says Albert. I said I'm sure would go home. Albert. I said I sure would go home. Okay. Um. Yeah. I just what the do I know? No, no. She was drinking. Well, she was drinking. Debbie said 3 people survived. You would say, "Come on, I'm out." Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, nope. Oh yes, 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 yes. No, honestly, touch you dog. I think I still would have did it. I think I honestly, no, no. I think I still would have actually done it. I think I still would have actually done it, Darby. Okay, so Sharuyan, you're gonna send me the link, even though I'm still doing a live stream right now. Okay. Um, no, I would have actually still did it. I would actually still did it because I'm like, you know what? Listen, at least I would have tried. Because if I would have left that hospital not knowing, you know, Johnson says, how do you think the Constantine story will end? Hopefully, it'll be good. I think here's the thing, Jonathan. I think that we're gonna find out. Hopefully, whatever he has, are you coming, Cheyenne? I mean, Sharuyan. I'm still actually doing my live stream right now. So if I get done in time, I'll come through. But I'm still actually doing a live stream myself, so I'm not gonna stop my live stream to come on to your live stream. So if I get done early, then yeah. But Alyssa, what's good? But that's the thing, though. Hopefully, whatever this thing that he knows about Steve will be interesting. And if he knows something about John's past, that'd be interesting. So that's what I will sit there and say about that. But I don't know how it's going to end, though. I just hope it'll be interesting. Nobody says Abe is one of those daredevil bros who will risk his life on being. Here's the thing, Darby. I can imagine going home because I will always sit there and wonder, what if? You know, what if I actually did do it? And Freddie says, yes. Freddie says to Alyssa, I love the new. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jonathan. That's why I was like, I'm sitting there trying to be nice, but I'm like, bro, how you gonna sit there and tell me that you're sending me a link when I'm already sitting there doing a live stream myself? Like, I'm just gonna stop and be like, oh, let me sit there, like, but enjoy your live stream. I will sit there and watch it after. Susan, I thought the doctor said the surgery was successfully. Yeah, he did. And 3 patients out of 25. But no, that's the thing, Darby. I couldn't sit there and go home because I would always wonder, what if, you know? And I couldn't do it. I couldn't go home with that, you know. And Susan, I don't remember if I know you sometimes you're in James live streams. Could have swore. You was in Kyrie's live stream, I think yesterday maybe. But yeah. Oh, it's 2 out of no, it could have been 3 out of. Well, let's say you're doing a live stream, so if the person wants to do a live stream, he needs to leave your stream and let you wrap up yours. Yes. Thank you, Alyssa. And actually I do like the new picture as well. Darby says I'll be the guy at Vegas looking it up, my best. Yo, listen, I'm just saying. Becky says, nope, those odds are too bad for me, especially when the option is not surviving. I respect that. And Freddie says, if the doctor would have said 15 people made success throughout the surgery, then I would say, hell yes. I would say yes, but three, nah. No, I get that. I get that, and that makes sense. That makes. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like I get it. Um, that's what I said. It has to be a personal choice. Let's say just leave if you want to do your lashes. Sharu, don't expect for Albert to stop his viewers. The world doesn't revolve around you. Well, thank you. Thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. I mean, Shahrukh, well, Allegiance, I'm just going to call him Allegiance right now. Like, he's a nice guy and everything like that. But I'm like, I'm not going to sit there and stop what I'm doing just to jump on yours. But, I'm like, I'm being nice, and that's going to start to fade very soon. 2 out of 3 is still too low. I mean, I get it. Like I would, let's put it this way. I respect. That's something you gotta sit and decide for yourself. Me, I would. For other people, that would totally understand that. I know. I saw Jonathan. I clicked onto the channel and I saw those two talking. Darby says R.I.P. Albert. Hey, listen, R.I.P. It is then. I mean, like I said, yeah, I couldn't go home with the unknown. That's the thing. I couldn't go home with the unknown. Also, I'm going to be putting out something on the community tab tonight for Alyssa's podcast. So I definitely highly suggest y'all check it out. If you are wrestling fans, definitely check it out. So just be aware, like after I'm done with the live stream, I'm going to put out something on my community tab for Alyssa's live stream she does with her and 2 other ladies about wrestling. Oh, I didn't forget Alyssa. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm looking forward towards myself. So Alyssa, I'm going to be there. You know damn well I'm going to be there, Alyssa. Yeah, no, thank you, Becky. Definitely check out her podcast. Debbie says if you're going to down the table, I'm going to tell you. I don't know if Jess would actually stop me from doing it though. Like seriously, let's say you may not be a wrestling fan, but I'm glad you. Oh, of course, Alyssa. I'm always going to support you. That is a given, Alyssa. You gotta know that. At this point, you're kind of stuck with me, Alyssa. So I hope you're okay with that. I don't know if she would actually be that mad. I don't. I don't know if she'd actually be that mad, Darby. I don't know if she'd be that mad. I don't think she would actually stop me. Okay, cool, Alyssa, because I can be kind of I can be kind of annoying. So I'm glad you're okay with that. Have a good night, Crystal. Johnson says on a day that Jason returns to GH weekend. Oh, that's going to be a great day. That's going to be a great day. Freddie says now that now that's how you end a beautiful tribute, remembering the restaurant Bobby loved. Yeah, I'm surprised it actually was not named. Um, I'm surprised it wasn't named Bobby's a long time ago. Debbie says Jess would tell Albert to get up. I didn't give you permission to die yet. Kind of like Bane, right? Yes. Have a good night, Crystal. Um, have a good night, Gwen. It was actually really great to see you again. I know things been going on with you, so I understand why you have been in chat, but it is good to see you again, though. Yeah, I haven't watched wrestling in a hot minute, but like some of the names like I did remember. I actually tell you some of the names I was surprised like y'all was still talking about, you know. Freddie says Sonny don't still don't know that Dex was yes. And we're Freddie, when that happens, I hope it'll be good. I hope that reveal is good. Because honestly, tell you the truth, Freddie, I'll tell you this much: Dex is a dead man walking. Fred, Dex is a dead man walking at this point. See, that's the thing, Alyssa. See, like I'm very old school. Um, like well, we're almost around the same age, so like for me, it's like um Brett. What is his name? Brett Hart, the Hitman Hart. I know I'm saying that wrong, but that's the guy's name, now, right? Brett the Hitman's Heart or something. Um, and the Undertaker. And I think I actually like the Undertaker more just because he was just creepy as f. Jonathan says Brett the Hitman Hart. Thank you. Yes, yeah, Doc, I was kind of confused. Haven't I do one? Let's say we're about 8 years apart, so we're not that far in age. Yeah, that's thank you, John. Yeah, Brett the Hitman Hart and the Undertaker. Dave says I'm confused about the reporter from GH. Was she a ghost? Yes. She was BJ. She was BJ. I was confused about it up until a point. Is he even still alive? Freddie says so. Brendan's gone just like that. I was expecting more from Pikeman. Well, you know, Freddie, I hope that's not the case because that would be so disappointing. That'd be so disappointing. You know what? It's a new year. I'm gonna sit there and try to hope for the best. GH. Darby says, admit it, you like the Undertaker because he was big as hell versus his opponents. I think it wasn't because he was big. It was because he was just creepy. He was just scary, you know. Especially as a kid. I mean, yeah, the big part definitely did help. But like Andre the Giant was big. Not that I didn't like him, but like he had a gimmick, and I can appreciate that creepy gimmick. Paula said Brendan should come back because he's the only man besides Jax that Carly has chemistry with. Johnson says, I believe the reporter BJ on GH was played by Jackie's real life daughter. I'm gonna have to look that up. That'd be interesting if it was. I'm gonna have to look that up. But listen, as fun as this actually has been, I'm gonna sit there and end the live stream right here. I do want to thank every single person for joining. Oh my God, I really appreciate y'all so much. We are kicking off New Year so good. I've been loving these streams and I appreciate every single person that's been in them. So thank you. Have a night, Tracy Steves. Duan said Dex says a dead man tweet. Well, yeah, if that be the hook, then that'd be interesting. Somewhat. Everybody says Andre was massive, but he didn't have the Undertaker. Exactly. Exactly, Darby. I appreciate the gimmick. Happy night, Tracy Steves. Happy night, Becky D. Well, I'm gonna sit there and join when I can join Allegiant. So have a night, Alyssa. Have a night, Freddie. Have a night, Becky D. Join us next time for another edition of So Chopped Up Bostic. Thank you. Thank you again, my friend. Sharuyan. Sharuyo. Exactly. I'm like, I don't think that he understands social cues. That's his problem. Like, don't rush me. Like, exactly, Liz. I'm like, don't rush me. I will get there when I get there. But thank you, Alyssa. And yes, I will sit there and post the link for Alyssa's podcast channel. So definitely check that out. Especially if you're a wrestling fan, you're gonna want to be there. Her and the other two ladies are great, along with her, of course. So anyway, have a good night, Becky D. Have a good night, Laura B. It was great to see you. Have a good night, Duan. Have a good night, Alyssa. Have a good night, Darby. Exactly. I'm like I said, he does not get social cues. But yes, Darby, have a good night. Have a good night, Laura B. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. I will see y'all in the next live stream. Laters.